Thank you very much for that kind introduction. David and I are very pleased to be here to visit. Clearly, this is a highly desirable and prestigious position for which I'm a candidate, and this is a great university. Everything that both of us have seen during our stay here has only confirmed our first impressions of those things. I'm honored to be a part of the group that you elected to bring to campus. I've been asked to talk briefly about three things. First, why Georgia Southern? Why would I be interested in this position? Secondly, what is my philosophy of higher education? And then, what is my leadership style? So let me start with why Georgia Southern. Well, to me, the first part of the answer is that that should be inherent in understanding the kind of institution you have here. It clearly is a special place, and it's understandable to me that you had a large pool of interested and motivated candidates. The values of civility, kindness, integrity, and collaboration that you mention in your website and in your materials are really striking, and they impressed me tremendously. You probably know this, but it's fairly unique for an institution of public higher education to be so explicit about those particular values. Secondly, the focus on students and excellent teachers, the engagement between students and faculty members, and faculty being viewed as teacher scholars, is something that I found very appealing and compelling. Your institution is fiscally sound, even in the midst of very difficult economic times. Clearly it's engaged with the community, and it's well respected. So for all of those reasons, Georgia Southern is inherently attractive, and its presidency deserves to be a highly sought after position. I think the position is a good fit with my own background and my abilities, and my aspirations. It's of a size and a scope that I believe I could help to lead and develop further. I've read your values and your mission statement, and I think they are a good fit with the way that I view the role and the mission of higher education. Finally, I think Georgia Southern is at a new place. It's at a time when it's going to need to re-examine its size and its scope. It has an opportunity for new aspirations and new challenges. And that is exciting to me. I like the idea that while the institution is, as many people have told me, in good shape, it's not an institution resting on its laurels, an institution that wants a president to be a placekeeper. It's an institution that's poised to move forward and to do new things and to reinvent itself. So for all of those reasons, I find the position very attractive, and I'm more interested, actually, with every experience that I have with your university. Let me say a little bit about my own leadership style. I told the search committee that I see leadership as having three components: inspiration, determination, and patience. And by that I mean that I see a president as the leader of the institution who must paint a picture or describe a dream that can inspire folks. I think there needs to be determination, that is, the ability to stay the course, to do the hard work, to move an agenda forward. And finally, patience, which many people, my husband included, will tell you is not always my strong suit, but I'm getting better at it. And I think that a part of leadership has to be the ability to help build consensus and encourage people rather than drag them toward a goal. And that requires a balance between enthusiasm and patience. My communication style is direct and open. I try very hard to be a good listener as well as a speaker. I seek input in decision making, and I believe in closing the loop, and by that I mean reporting back about decisions that are made, both popular decisions and most particularly unpopular decisions. I think it's very important to come back to groups and say, here's what I decided. I know this isn't what everyone wanted. Here's why I did it. This was my thinking about it. I'm also comfortable saying that I made a mistake and apologizing if an action or a decision appear to be inappropriate or not the right one. I think all of us need the opportunity to be human beings, regardless of the positions that we occupy. I believe in sharing information broadly, including budgetary information, and I believe in sharing the decision-making process while still recognizing that ultimately the role of the president is to make the hard decisions and to not take forever in making them. I believe that a leader has the opportunity to build what I call a reservoir of trust. And that occurs by interactions in which the individual is both consistent and fair in dealing with matters. That reservoir of trust comes in handy in very difficult times, or at times when there are decisions that have to be made quickly before one can gather a lot of input. I believe in delegating and holding people responsible, myself and others, for the results that we've been committed to. In other words, a leader has to lead somewhere, and it has to be clear that we are making movement in that direction. Finally, I like to build win-win partnerships. I'm a big believer in collaboration rather than competition whenever it's possible to do that.